Hello and welcome to the Balanced Bodies Mindfulness Series. I'm Ashley Mazurek. Thank you for being with me today and challenging yourself to grow and become more mindfully aware. It's so very important, and I promise it'll change your life. So today's little bit of meditation is about paying attention to your breath. And for those that still work on becoming more belly or diaphragmatic breathers, we're going to do something that is going to allow us to lay down on our stomach. So pause this and go get a towel or a face cradle if you have that. Not many people do, but a towel so that when we lay face down, our head and neck is supported in its neutral position. I don't want you to have to take your head to the right or the left and overstretch any kind of neck muscles. So beginning today, first I want to say, isn't it awesome to have your little sacred space where you can look like a hot mess like this. You don't have to have done your hair. You could have thrown some clothes on. You could be in your pajamas. You can be in anything. And it just doesn't matter because in your sacred space of meditation, nobody's judging you except for yourself. And so that's my point about doing this mindfulness series. Sometimes our worst, most horrible critic is ourselves to blame. So this mindfulness practice helps us become aware of the internal critic, of the programmed thoughts and ideas that we want to abolish and get rid of. And part of doing that is being aware that they exist. So when we are doing our breathing today, or any day for that matter, and you have those negative thoughts that come in that are full of negative programming, use your mindfulness practice to then take the thought, change it into something positive that lifts your spirit and makes you feel better about yourself, because that's the purpose of doing this. Mindfulness is about awareness. So today what I want us first to do is become or understand sitting up nice and tall on our sits bones. So when I say our sits bone, I mean our pelvis, and we have these little bones on the bottom here that are our sits bones, and it allows our pelvis to be in its neutral position. And so concentrating on your posture. Most of posture related is also it's more about being aware of where your posture is and constantly focusing on that till you strengthen those muscles to stay in that position where you don't have to be so conscious of your awareness. So sit on the sits bones, and it allows us to be more grounded. So we will think grounding, we'll think into the ground, which allows us to become rooted into the foundation of who we are with our values. So part of that would be, if you don't have your values, then figuring out what your values are, who you wish to be, who you want to be down the road or aspire to be, and then create those values, and then we root into those with our practice. And with that being said, down the road we'll talk about doing that sort of visualization within who we choose to be and reminding ourselves of that. So if we're rooted and we're connected to the ground, connected to the earth, so that we can create expansion and strength in our alignment in our body all the way through our crown with our breath. So what I want you to do is just sit in that position on your sits bone with your spinal alignment in its most erect position. And so close your eyes. And so what I want you to do is we're going to connect with our body today. So place your hands, whether they're palm down, whether they're palms up, whatever you feel you need today. And more importantly, try both of them and see which one feels best for you. It may be different than yesterday. Today may be a new, different day that creates new challenges and new thought patterns that we want to erase or eliminate or recreate. So we get into that position with our eyes closed. And I just want you to just breathe. There is no certain type of breath. I just want you to feel into your breath. Take that inhale and that exhale and let it be natural. What is your inhale? What is your exhale? Are you breathing through your nose? Are you breathing through your mouth? And in that inhale, how clear is it? How clear is your breathing? As you breathe, I want you to start from the top of your head. And I want you to start focusing on relaxing the head, the face. So start with your eyes. Just relax them. Feel for any tension. And if there is tension, then say, relax. Put intention into the area that you wish to relax. And then as you move down the face into the cheeks and into the lips, inhale and exhale, relax. And then your ears. What are your ears doing? Are they relaxing? Ask them to relax. Now we'll go to the neck. Is the neck relaxed? Maybe feel the neck. Does it feel tense? Feel the neck with your breath. When you inhale, does the neck feel tense? Part of that tenseness could be coming from your breathing. And we'll talk about focusing on and feeling the diaphragmatic belly breathing that takes all that tension out of the neck and puts it in the lower abdominal, in the stomach where it should be, not tension, but that's where the focus of the breath should be, within the belly. Now these aren't deep breaths, they're just breaths. It's your normal breath. Is your breath shallow? Is it deep? And does it go through the entire body? And as your breath, with an inhale, as it flows up through the body and out through the head and the nose, what does the muscles feel like? What do they feel like? Are they tense? Are they relaxed? What area in your body feels tense? So we're down from the neck to the shoulders. Shoulders are a big, big, big thing when it comes to stress. These shoulders tend to hike up. So if we feel like our shoulders aren't down and they're up, inhale, and as you exhale, pull those shoulders back down to where they should be. And say, relax to those shoulders. As the energy flows from the shoulders to the arms, allow them to just hang there with zero tension, just relaxing. Breathing in through the belly and exhale, the belly comes towards the spine, all taking place through the nose. As we move from the shoulders, we feel the chest. What's it doing with your breath? And then the ribs as you take a deep breath. The ribs have some movement. What does that movement feel like to you? I would encourage you to, as you follow this mindful series, pay attention how the ribs feel early on and how they progressively feel down the road. The difference of your practice with your breath and how it changes the tension in the body and in the muscles and in the joints. And then we get to the belly. Is it relaxed so that you can take a nice breath without any kind of restriction or tension? And as you visualize and listen to my words and connect with your body, I want us to now pay attention to the belly breath. And those of you that are still challenged by the belly breath, let's go to our next little exercise. Those of you who feel very confident in your diaphragmatic breathing, just stay here and continue to relax into your breath and feel into your body. And with any little tension that you feel, remind the body to relax. Those of you who are still struggling with that, I would encourage you to go to a prone position, and then what I'm going to ask you to do is just take your towel and support your head and neck by putting your forehead into the towel. Now your arms can be out to the side, or they can be down by the side of your body. But what I want you to do is, as you're laying face down, I want you to feel your belly, your lower abdominal, move into the mat with your inhalation. And then as you exhale, feel the belly pull away from the mat. And that is successful diaphragmatic breathing. So let's pay attention to that. And that may feel good to some of you. And for some, if it is uncomfortable, another method, what you can do is lay on your back and just place your hand on your lower abdominal. And with your inhalation, your hand lifts up and then falls as you exhale. And think again, think about your neck, your shoulders, relaxed and pulled down. Breathing into your belly and exhaling at your own pace, at your own depth. There is no holding. The only requirement is that when you feel tension in the body, put intention into the area that has tension and ask it to relax. Now, it may be that if there is tension in the body, that you ask what that tension is related to. Now, I have the information on chakras that are in different areas of the body that mean different things mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. If that's something you're interested in, then chakras are something that can help you pave the path to identifying what kind of issue it is. And so that particular information you can seek out. I talk a lot about chakras in my podcast, Balanced Body, if you're interested in that information. There's also an educational video on balancebod.com on chakras. And so that is, if in time that tension still resides when you do your meditation practice, the best thing to do is just to ask, what is in that tension spot in your body, and ask it to come to surface and give you an experience, a memory, a thought, a word, a color that can help you eliminate it, because the breath will bring it to consciousness. Bring it to consciousness, which will allow you to deal with that, and then it'll be gone. That's the beautiful aspect of doing mindfulness and meditation and breathing exercises. It's the journey to helping yourself become the better version, the better you of this year. If your wish is to become a better version of yourself this year, you're on the right track with this mindful meditation series. So we're going to take a couple more breaths. Root yourself into the ground. Pretend from your sits bones you have roots connected that go into the floor and into the earth. And then come back around and up through the spine and out through the top of the head, filled with energy and life and relaxation, vitality and awareness. Now you have connection with your body and your breath. One last breath in, and exhale. Open your eyes. Word that came to me during this meditation was gratitude. So I'm very grateful to have this experience, to be able to share it with you, and to hopefully create influence on helping you become better. It's the sole purpose with all of us, is to help heal others and ourselves. And so thanks for being with me today, and thank you for following the mindfulness series. And don't forget tomorrow to spend your 18 minutes doing this again with the process of me creating visualization by talking to you throughout your breath to create relaxation within your body. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.